Hi, good morning. Hi, Dave. It's so good to see you. And you're not only like first, but you're like the first chat on this account. Bots don't count. And I'm not a rat. I'm a mouse. We're so different. Rats and mice are so different. Like, a rat's like 4 mice all put together. They're so much bigger. Akumi! No, technically Dave was first, but the second. But hi, Agumi! I hope you've been enjoying streaming. I've been able to catch a few lately, but it's so good to see you live sometimes. But hello. Good morning. I don't really know what we're doing. We're kind of just testing, so if my audio is bad, Anno or Andy. Do you prefer Anno or Andy? I feel like I see a lot of people call you Anno. But hi. It's so good to see you. It's me, it's Bucket. Whichever you prefer. Okay, well, I'm used to seeing your name as Andy. But yeah, hi guys. I don't know what we're doing. We're kind of just like yapping. I wanted to go ahead, call him Andrew. No, that feels so weird. Yay! It's kind of gonna be a while before my model's done, so we're just kind of using this one from Booth, but I think it's really cute, and it's the closest I could find to a mouse. People aren't making general use mice that are kind of simplified. But you can see my little guy, in the corner. I think it's this one. This is what I'm gonna look like, soon. I kind of restarted from scratch, so we got set back a little. but soon. And this little cat is gonna be the mascot for everybody, so you guys are gonna be like my little stuffed animal cats. Cause that fun fact, I sleep with 2 stuffed animal cats every night. One of them is really long because I went shopping and I saw this is like a super long stuffed animal, like 6 feet. Soon. And it lives in my bed. And then I have a really scrungly, like, old head full of bees stuffed animal cat too. But I thought that'd be like a cute mascot. Even though everybody that's here is the dweller of the house, I still think, I don't know, just like a person that owns a home or lives in a house is not a very good mascot. And I know I'm a mouse and cats and mice and all that, but cats are so cute. So, kitty stuffed animal. And also my starting soon screen, which I'm gonna keep hidden until we actually like do debut, is the bedroom I have in the walls, and it's full of stuffed animals. It's very cute. I really like it. I didn't really plan for it, but both of my like BRB and my starting soon are like 3D animations. I think because I really like the style. Like this one in the corner is one of them, and if you can see like the ghost of a bucket on the chalkboard in the back, that's part of the other one. The Malfon, good morning. Hi Malfon. It's good to see you. Everybody's up early today. Oh, I guess it's not so early. But hi. Thank you guys for coming out. I feel like all my friends showed up to say hi. It's so sweet. Cause I don't know what I'm doing. We're just kind of you were dragged to watch Perfect Blue, and that's such a Thank you, Edie. That's so sweet of you. But Perfect Blue at 9 a.m. is a bizarre watch. I'm sorry. That's weird. Like, that's not how I want to start my day. Like, it's a good movie. Like, it's a really good movie. But, like, first thing, wild. Unless it was a Kogarin drag. Okay, I was about to say, like, if Kogo did it, it makes 100% sense. And it's no longer weird. It just, like, checks out. So never mind that. Hit mic. I'm so sorry. I don't know if anything is loud, or like if I'm quiet, or if I'm loud, or if you can hear me moving around, because I try to have the mic like settings pretty sensitive so I can whisper and I can like make little like little clacky sounds and little like whoop, 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 little sounds. Because if I have like the filters up, it doesn't pick up. But that means I don't know if it's if anything sounds good. Like I tried to do recordings, but I'm like, after like recording enough like audios and everything, I feel like my perception of like what everything sounds like is just like so warped because I'm like listening to so much of it all the time that I'm just like, ugh. I don't know if it's good. So if anything is off audio wise, please tell me. But yeah. Oh, I was like, what was I talking about? But yeah, the little 3D guys, they spin around. I love them, but the ghost one in the back, for some reason, the artist, because you know it's skeb be skebbin', you just get what you get. Did not give me a transparent background version of him, so I just have a little ghost that I had to try and like put on a green screen, but I can't. So we're spinning, but we're partially transparent, which is kind of cool in its own. I have a little spin of the guy in the bottom left too. You wake up and you forget how to hear certain frequencies? I don't think that's normal. I don't think that's normal, Dave. But yeah, we left to spin. Yeah, see, it's so many people we know. I know you're not normal. I know. We've talked about many things that make me go, Dave. And I think I do that to Malphon a lot too. I just go, Malphon. ... You gotta take care of yourselves, guys. You gotta take care of yourselves. We gotta, if we do anything... Yay! Also, we love fish. Oh, I need to set up Joel. I need to set up Joel for the stream. I kind of was gonna, like, do more setup, but Mama Mouse was visiting this weekend, so I ended up working in the yard all weekend. I did not do anything. 98% chemical stimulants is a lot of stimulants, but I get it. I'm very sleepy all the time, so we be intaking a lot of caffeine. Because if you're gonna spend a long day in the lab, like, what else are you gonna do? Like, you can't just sleep there. I mean, I have. Like, sometimes you just gotta get under a bench top and you, like, curl up a little and you just take a little snooze. And as long as the door's closed, like, nobody's gonna know if you're just, like, curled up under your desk. Sometimes you gotta. It's why you keep, like, blankets at work. Oh my god. I'm sorry, I keep hitting my arm. I'm not used to having it so close. Also, there's gonna be a little coffee drinking ASMR. I'm still having my morning coffee. Sometimes you gotta pap the guy. You constantly do that with your headphones. Yeah, look, it's hard. It's just like right there. I keep like lifting up my hands because I tend to like talk with my hands a lot. Like I wave them around and like, I don't know, I gesture frequently, so I'll lift my hands up as I'm talking to you guys and it just whacks the mic. I'd really one day love to get, like, I guess if people end up liking it doing like live ASMR streams, I would like to get a better mic that is not like on this arm, but I can like have it on a stand. That has a lot of fish emotes. It's very true. I mean, they must really like fish. Bust out the Vroid then? Okay, so here's the problem. So I thought about trying the Vroid. I thought about it. I do too. It's so funny. Like, I love watching, like, just people's, like, limbs just go all over the place. It's very expressive. But here's the problem with the Vroid. I only have a webcam for tracking. And my webcam, because I didn't know this was a thing, like legitimately I had to have another friend tell me like, oh, if it's not tracking your arms well, it's because your field of view is bad and you need a better field of view. And I was like, the fucking what? The what on my webcam is not good? I didn't know they had fields of view. So my webcam's field of view is pretty low because I just got like a cheaper one. And it's literally like the upgraded version is what they use and their tracking is great. So your tracking's too accurate. the webcam sees too much. My model knows all. It can see all the things I don't want it to see. So if I like sit close enough to my computer to use the mic, it cannot pick up my arms. I have like stiff arm, you know? But if I am far enough away for it to like track motion, it still can't figure out my legs, but it can like sort of figure out my arms. That's how I do like my little silly videos. So if I'm ever gonna use like the Vroid for a stream, like if I'm gonna move around, which I'd love to do, like I'd really like to do like some VR chat, like exploration, or just like, I don't know, chatting in like some really cool environments that like you can find. I am gonna have to get a better webcam first, which isn't bad. Like they're not very expensive, but it's still just like, ugh, I just got this one not that long ago, you know? But that'd be really fun. Escape room VR chat worlds. Dude, there's a backrooms, like, okay. So like, obviously, if anyone has listened to like the videos I've made, I clearly like the concept of backrooms a lot. And there's like a full ass backrooms VR chat worlds, like where you like go through like world after like level after level after level after level. There's like a lot of them. I assume some are better than others, but like that'd be so much fun to just be able to do like a stream from like, be like, yeah, this is my boy Mr. Squiggles, man, he's here guest spotting today, it's a collab, and just have like the little squiggle entity like chasing me around all over the place while I'm just like regular streaming. I think that'd be really funny. I explored a few of them. I still have to like get whatever trusted so I can get my Vroid in there, but I was just like wandering around, and I was like, it's just like some figure guy, like it wasn't like modeled correctly, like the actual entities, and I was just like, who is this man? Fourth dimensional entities do a little pinch motions in your head when you stream. So basically you're saying that you're being like mildly possessed while you're streaming, and this is why we're talking about cannibalism and being top guys. It's not you. It's the external forces from different dimensions influencing you. I believe it. And if anyone brings it up in court and you need a witness that says, oh no, trust me, I've seen them, those entities, they go and they bother Malphite constantly. I see them all the time just going that way. Like, we pass in the hallway and I'm like, bro, what are you doing? And they're like, look, they put me on Malphite duty again. I gotta go make him say wretched stuff, like, every time. And you're just like, man, you gotta, yeah, it's a day's work, you know? You gotta do it. What are you gonna do? Tell your boss no? Today we give Malphite a break and we let him say normal stuff? It's not what they want, it's not what the people want. And to be fair, Malphite duty gets you hazard pay. Yeah, no, it gets you hazard pay, and often it gets you overtime, because sometimes they're like, man, I gotta make him say a lot of wretched stuff today. It can't just be one or two things, it's gotta be a lot. Oh man, but it'd be so much fun. I'd love to do like some like spooky adventure, because like, obviously, I guess like everyone that's here probably knows, but I plan on playing a lot of like horror games. Like when I start streaming like regularly, the kind of goal is split up the week, have like some really designated ASMR days, assuming that they go well and I like it, and then have some designated just like gamer time, like gamer days. And I want to play a lot of horror games, and some of the ones that'd be fun to play would be like those like explory ASMR pulling you apart like cheesy bread. Look, it's more of like a snappy sound, because you know, like the limbs just pop right off. There's no cheese. It's more like metallic, like, you know, when like you pull here, let me see if I can, does that pick up? Like that is me pulling I have like some little dingy and power. It's not very loud like in person, but I have a dingy and a power figure on my desk, and their heads come off. They're like those big old heads, and they have little ball joints for their heads, so you can like pull their head off. It sounds like that. Just, oh god. Just punching the mic stand. Jaw pointed. Dim jaws is pointing. But you can just like snap that thing off. And it's like that, you know, the ball just comes out of the socket in the orb of my joints. I redid all the mechanics of my design, like the limbs and everything, because it was pointed out that they didn't make a whole lot of sense. So now they're just kind of like a Gundam armature, because that's what I had to reference. And it does make more sense. She draw on my points. Oh man, what was I watching yesterday? Oh. I was watching The Residence with my mom yesterday, which is like a White House murder mystery of like the staff. And there's one point where there's just like an old picture of like one of the staff characters. Thank you for following it, Don. Hello, welcome. Mouse. Oh, but yeah, I was about to say something kind of wretched. It's not that wretched in you know, Malphon standards, but no, there's like this picture of like this staff member standing next to JFK, and I was like, oh shit, this is right before his head just did that, and my mom's like, Bucket. What? And I was like, oh, nothing, Mom, sorry. But this is like, okay, so reasons I'm like this, it's genetic, very obviously. I come from a long line of kind of fucked up lab mice, probably. So obviously, Mama Mouse visiting, and we're just like hanging out, watching TV on Friday, and she's like, "Oh, you gotta watch this show called Girls." And personal opinion, it's by Lena Dunham, and she sucks like so bad, like as a human being. So I had never watched this show out of principle because she sucks. But Mama Mouse is like, no, it's really funny. Like, you just gotta watch it. Her character sucks too. Like, it's fine. And I was like, okay. So we watch it. And yeah, she's terrible. But the show is unironically, it's like really funny. It's horrific. Like, every character sucks so bad. It's like one of those. But Adam Driver is in it, like baby Adam Driver as her boyfriend. And they bone a lot. And he says, like, Malphon, if you think you are saying wretched things, they made Adam Driver say the worst stuff. It's horrible. Like, it's really funny, but it's funny in a way that, like, you're laughing and you're going, like, oh man, this should not be funny, but it's so funny that he's just said that. So saying that JFK's head just did that to my mom is not nearly as bad as what she made me watch Adam Driver say to this woman while they were boning down. And there's also just like dicks in the show. So, you know, honestly, maybe what I said is not nearly as bad as what Mama Mouse made me watch. But we watched like 8 episodes of that show in one night. It was very good. Have a good D&D. Thank you for stopping by and saying hi. Have a good day. Oh, speaking of D&D, I've been like, oh, we got one command, and it's lurk. Because I didn't set up commands this morning. I realized that I should do that, and then went, okay, well, if I do that, I'm just gonna run out of time to, like, actually do a stream, so I should just, like, do a stream. And then next time that I do it, I'll have, like, commands and, like, fun stuff we can do before, since, you know, I don't have affiliate or anything, and it's probably gonna be, like, a hot minute. So we'll just, like, I'll have something. Like, we'll probably, like, set up, like, head pats and, like, normal, easy stuff. But soon. I was just like, okay, you know what? We don't have sounds. We don't have anything. But it's good enough. It's good enough to start. But D&D. I've been wanting to play for a really long time because I really like tabletop games. But I haven't really had time or like a group to play with. I've talked about like playing with a few online friends, but one of my coworkers from the lab, she texted me the other day and was like, yo, my D&D game has an opening. Are you in? Do you want in? And I was like, yo, I do. I want to play so bad. And so I'm just gonna play with a lot of like other people from the lab. So it's just gonna be like a bunch of nerds, like science nerds, not just like gamers, which is who I'm used to playing with. And I'm very excited. It won't be for like a couple weeks. So I have time to think of like a character, because right now I got nothing. I have no ideas. And I gotta think of something that is like, normally I make like a weird character because I'm like, ugh, this is my chance to like subject my friends to me being weird. But these are people I don't really know. Like, I know them, but like not super close. So I have to think of like a character that's like mostly normal, or like palatable, that will like fit with the group. In like a couple weeks. But I get to be a warlock because the last person they had was their like arcane spellcaster, so I'm just gonna fill the spot, which is fun because I don't think I've played one in like forever. I'm really excited, but maybe one day, in the next couple weeks, we'll do like a character building stream or something. That'd be really fun to be able to like make one with everyone instead of just like, I don't know, doing it on your own. It just would be kind of fun, I thought. Or like, I don't know, just working through the design process with people would be cool. I don't really know, like, other than like regular gaming, I don't really know exactly what kind of streams I'm gonna do. Cause like I have a list of like spooky games and a couple of non-spooky games. I told some friends that I'd play all of Kingdom Hearts, because it's like my favorite game series. And I got it when it was like on hella sale. So we're gonna do all of Kingdom Hearts on stream at some point. And some cool, like, I don't know if anyone cares. I think they're so cool. Like hidden object, like point and click horror games that are like kind of like retro style but technically newer, so they don't suck as bad. Like, they're pretty good. And some that are really old, but I think they're really cool, and it's really helpful to have like people be your eyes. Also, like while you're like yapping and looking, it's really good to have like somebody else to help you out to make sure you're not being like silly and missing something that's like right in front of you. Oh, I actually haven't, like, I've, like, Malphon said, like, so many times, like, oh, D&D today. I have no idea what Malphon plays. I have never asked anything about the game. Like, I have several friends who play, like, weekly games, and I'm always just like, oh, yeah, have fun, but I don't know anything. Your money is on Changeling Bard? He's already a Changeling Bard. No! You've been littled! You've been littled! No! I've told this story several times, but it took me way too long to realize that the CDXX was was Roman numerals. I just thought those were letters for so long, and I took so many years of Latin. I know, I should have known. I play Final Fantasy games. I took like a bajillion years of Latin classes, and I can still remember a singular, really two singular phrases from Latin class, which is Rida in Fasa Manabat, which is the carriage is still in the ditch. Oh no. This is how you become big and round. This is how they do it. This is how it happens. And the other one is Sextus es pueri molestus, because how do you forget that? And Sextus is a bothersome boy. But in high school, that was really funny. No, big and round, big and round. Look, don't worry. Whatever happens to you in chat, we can put you back together. We have the technology. I really hate that this model is so cute. And it's a really nice, like, casual outfit, and you can't tell that I don't have metal limbs. Not my ears! Not my ears! Look, getting shaken is a great way to wake up baby in the morning. It's okay. They're very durable ears. They won't rip off. You can just like throw me around. It's fine. I'll be fine. Metal limbs are important. Metal limbs are so important. I agree. That's why like it took me forever to find like a temp model I could use just to like practice. Cause I'm like, well, I don't want you to be able to tell if the model's normal. Cause I don't want my limbs. I like them being metal. I like one of them being broken. Sort of, you know what it is. So I'm very excited. And also like I thought about just getting like commissioning a model, but then I was like, well, what if they don't do it the way I want? Like I'm so particular about the limbs, and I don't want them to look too normal, you know. So I gotta just we're doing it ourselves. Which is why it's slow. But it'll be awesome. It'll be awesome because I'm gonna have like toggles where you can just like pop them off. Because I really want to do some yeah, exactly. If you want it done the way you want it, you got to do it yourself sometimes. Or like if you have like an artist friend that's really communicative, sometimes that's like also a good way to do it. But I really want to have like some Sammy integration where like you can do chat commands to just like take the limbs off. So I just like won't have arms. I guess we could do the legs too, but no one would know because they won't be visible. But I have plans. I have plans to use the mechanics of the model to do like fun integration stuff. Because like the tail can like interface with like electronics or computers or something. So I was thinking about having like redeems where the tail can like interface with a screen behind me and like play videos or something. I don't know. We're still thinking. But I'm very excited. And there's some other stuff that I want to do that will require integration, and I would like the model to like show like if someone redeems a thing that maybe does something, and then I want the model to be able to reflect that. So I'm working on it. I'm mentally strategizing all of the toggles I need to make. But yeah, I'm so excited. And it feels really good to be streaming, even though we're just doing like a little baby yapping softly, waking up on Sunday stream. But yeah. I didn't have like a set like stuff that I was gonna talk about. I was just kind of gonna be here and yap about whatever popped in my head. Kind of like, you know, freeform style. A little just yapping with the friends. I kind of like had intended to plan when originally I went, oh, you know what, we're just gonna do it. But, you know, sometimes that just doesn't happen, which is pretty consistent for me. I just kind of go, we're just gonna do the thing. We're just gonna wing it completely. There's a lot of stuff I still need to do before we like do like a real stream, like really starting to stream. Because I don't have like overlays, or I didn't make emotes. I still have time for that because we're not like anywhere close to affiliate. But there's a lot. I don't even know what I'm gonna do for like gaming overlays. This is gonna be my normal like ASMR, just chatting or whatever screen. I don't think I'm gonna have chat or anything on it because I'm not really planning to I don't know, like use the VODs or anything. But yeah, because it's the lab, or it's a lab. It's close enough. Good enough for the lab. And I kind of thought about doing doodle streams, but I kind of go like nonverbal. I get really quiet when I doodle, so I thought that kind of wouldn't work out so well. But I'm sure like most of y'all already saw on Twitter, because I think I know everybody here, but I have a motto that I made. If anyone has like stuff they'd like to see, or like suggestions or anything, but they don't want to just be like, yo dude, you should do this, or like, homie, maybe you should not be doing this, it is kind of mid, feel free to like send me like whatever, I kind of jokingly am like, oh, I'm kind of sensitive, don't make me cry, but like unless someone's yelling at me, I'm totally fine. I'm not gonna be upset or anything. Cause like if people are kind of like, I'm not sure I really like this, I don't wanna just like do it for no reason, you know? I wanna do things that people enjoy and that that makes them like happy or comfy or cozy or whatever. But my plan is like 2 days a week. We might do like one day yapping ASMR, like just kind of like talking with each other. And then like one day just like more like sounds. I kind of am limited on like ASMR triggers. Like we can do like normal like scratching stuff, and I can do like tappy things, and like some other stuff. I know like a lot of people like little like mouth sounds and like pops. When I wake up in the morning, I'm like hella dehydrated, like so dehydrated, and I was like trying to like do like a little this morning, but like I kept trying and it was just like dry ass lip sound because I was like just like super dehydrated. And then I was like, oh, I have to drink so much water. This is terrible. Why am I like this? But it's because I forget to drink water all the time. It's a mouse thing, you know. We'll have like a Lixit, which is like a little thing that you press the little button and then like water come out, you know. And you just press it, water come out. But then sometimes you kind of go like, I forget how to use this. Or you're like, what if I just shoved all my bedding in the Lixit hole and I caused a flood instead of drinking water? You know, like both of those could be so much fun. You've been using a CPAP lately, and when it runs out of water, you wake. Oh yeah, oh Mama Mouse has a CPAP too. And that's what she said. She's like, man, I will just be like so dry in the mornings, and I'm like, I could never because I just start the day dry already, like no moisture at all in my mouth. I'm just like, I'm gonna die. Where's my water? And I sleep with like a cup next to me because I'll like wake up thirsty in the middle of the night, and I don't want to get up. So you gotta just have a water cup. But like even with a water cup, I'll sometimes just like wake up and be like, this is it. This is it for me. I've dried up. I'm dusty. I'm gonna become a mummified mouse. And you just have to like run go get water first thing. And I should hydrate way more. That's one of the things I need to do is I need to make an exclamation mark hydrate. Dinko! Hi! Thank you for the follow! Yeah, Mo, my mom says CPAP's so helpful too. Hi, Dinko! It's so good to see you. For anyone here that doesn't know Dinko, please go follow Dinko. Dinko is so sweet. Dinko is a very cute friend. She's so cool. But yeah, no, my mom says CPAP's so good too. Like, my mom be hella snoring. Like, no offense, Mama Mouse, but she be hella snoring. And it's like, she would just like stop breathing at night. Not because she like has like what like normal CPAP is for issues, but like her brain will just be like, you can stop. It's fine. You can just stop breathing. It's fine. And she said the CPAP's really helpful. You wake up coughing. Yeah, you probably also just stop breathing. I've known like a weird amount of people that do that. It's like back sleepers. And I'm like a fetal position sleeper. And I breathe fine. But I'll wake up, this is a little like slightly embarrassing. I choke on my own saliva like constantly. Like I just don't breathe so good. Like I'll just be like blah 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 and inhale, and I'll just start choking because there's saliva in my mouth and I just inhaled it. But I do that when I'm sleeping too. Like I'll just be like and then like inhale, so like saliva from my mouth, I'll just like breathe it in and just wake up being like pop 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 pop, like dying. And just like have to sit up in bed and just be like until I can breathe again. It's kind of scary. But that only happens if I sleep on my back, and I really only sleep on my back if I've been drinking. And I don't really do that very much. Also, sometimes I wake up sleeping on my back because a cat just curled up on my lap when I was sleeping, and like I unconsciously like roll over so I can give the cat a better cat bed. Um, and I'll just like sleep in a terrible position so that the cat can be comfortable. Because, you know, like, what? You can't make them sad. They're so cute. They're so cute. What are you gonna do? What happens with you is that your drywall crumbles off and you inhale it? What the That's not normal. Why is you can't just be eating drywall dust while you're sleeping. Yeah, I agree. Cat's needs are the most important. Like, I will be uncomfortable. See, Andy, you get it. This is what I do to people all the time. People tell me things, and I'm like, bro, you can't, buddy. My friend, my dear friend. You can't, that's not good. You can't just live like this. And then they're like, what are you talking about? I eat raw meat all the time. And I'm like, you gotta stop eating meat cubes. You're not built for that. I mean, like, I shouldn't say anything. We will cannibalize each other. Sometimes you just gotta eat your friend. It's how you know you care. But, like, you still shouldn't do it as, like, a person. You're just built different. I don't think that's being... I think your apartment might be built different. Like, negative. It should not be crumbling off the wall. I mean, like, it does do that. You know, houses, apartments, whatever. Things break down and degrade over time, and you gotta, like, scrape all that shit off and restart. But, it's not good. It's not good. Cover it up. Apartment built different, negative. That's like every single apartment I've ever lived in has been built different, negative. I think that's just how they built them. I used to live in this one apartment that, oh my god, I loved it so much. But it was a concrete box. Like, it was just like a studio, one room apartment, and the floor was concrete, and the walls were concrete, and the ceiling was concrete, and then like the wall that faced outside was just like a full wall of windows. It was really cool. But you could hear literally everything, and I lived on a busy street in like a downtown metropolitan area, because like where else are you gonna live? You're a mouse, you know? And it was very loud, but it was so cool. It was so cool. And I always was like, oh, I'm gonna move back there. Like, I moved out to be like a little bit of a country mouse, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna go back to the city. I'm a city mouse at heart. And then I looked back at the rent like a few years later, and it had like doubled, and I was like, just kidding, I'm never coming back here. And it turns out, like, the older I get as a mouse, the more I appreciate being a country mouse. Because I think, like, naturally, like, historically, I am technically a mouse from the country. I just like cities also. But you appreciate the space and like high grass, and you can like eat all these like vegetables from outside. It's so fun. So no more city mouse, but I do miss that apartment still, even though it was loud and expensive. And there was like a train that went by that all like the transient people would ride, and then they'd get off right by the apartment. And Papa Mouse was not happy that I lived there, but it was cool. It was questionable. But yeah. I lost my train of thought. I'm doing my best to yap, but sometimes we blank out a little bit, like mid thought. It is what it is, you know. What else? I feel like if I'm left to my own... it's just like a general use model from Booth right now. But thank you. It was like the only one I could find that was like mouse, but didn't show that it had normal limbs. So it's just gonna be my my temporary until like the actual model is done. But I felt like it kind of worked. It had like the floofy hair, and it was nice and customizable. So I'm very happy, and it is cute, right? Like, it's super cute. I kind of wish I could just feel like, yo, person who made this model, Do you want to make a really, really annoying live 2D model for me? That you're not gonna want to make it all because of the complexity of the mechanics and all the toggles I want. Not that I can afford that, but you know, theoretically. Want to draw something fucked up? How much do you love a mouse that's limbs come off? Like, yeah, technically it's just a nugget. Do you want to draw that? Do you want to draw a toggle animation where my limbs get ripped off? Would you have fun with that? They'd be like, yeah, if you want to give me like thousands of dollars, bro, that sounds really annoying. Jin, hi. The way that would work on you, dude, it would work on me too. Like, in talking to like the other people's models I've made like one very, I guess two very normal, like really chill models, and then one that's really complex that's almost done, and I'm super excited. Dinko, I'll ask you that. I'll literally ask you that. I was actually thinking about messaging you yesterday. I couldn't use my computer because Mama Mouse was here, but I was like, man, I should ask Dinko about commissions. Because I want like 3 outfits to start with. And I have my regular one that's like the standard like work outfit, and then Pumpkin Synth drew me my Field Mouse version, but I still want like a casual outfit that's like still fucked up. Like, I don't want it to be like, oh, this is a casual normal mouse, because like it's misleading. I don't want people to be able to like look at me and go, I'm sure this stream will be normal, I'm sure nothing weird will be said, I'm sure she's not going to talk about like how mice like to eat each other if they think a predator might find like the corpse of their friend. Like, I need people to know. Oh no, I know. I love all of Jinko's work so much. Yeah, I need to be like cute mouse, but I do need some I want some amount of warning, you know. Clueless top PNG. But yeah, I just I don't want anyone to like come in. Like one of my favorite streamers, it was like, this was like a while ago, and she was drawing like a diagram of like, if you and your friend both need to like pee at the same time, and like your friend has to get lifted up so that they can aim like the pee between your legs as you're on the toilet, whatever, and she's like drawing this diagram on stream, and like she just gets raided by people, and she was like, no. And like, you know, it was like freaking out because like all these people who don't know her, and that's like, you know, impression number 1. I'm like, I need people to know. I need people to be able to look at me and know there's gonna be like some weird shit going on. Like, even if we're doing like a normal like just like triggers ASMR stream, like, I don't think I can help myself. Like, and just like, I think like in the past I've definitely like tried to be like super normal, like be appealing to everybody, don't freak people out, and it just like makes me like super unhappy and like really like suppressed and like suffocated feeling. I don't ever want to do that again. So I kind of like just want people to be able to tell if they're here. It might get weird, it might get a little funky, and that way I don't have to constantly be like, oh, sorry, I know you couldn't tell, sorry about it, like, don't freak out. My bad. I just want to be like, yeah, this is what it is, what of it. You showed up here. You should know, or something like that, you know. But yeah, I mean, I think the like broken mechanics do a pretty decent job, and like all the wires poking out. But and like Field Mouse too. Field Mouse has like a lot of blood on it, and a lot of like little mouse skulls all over my outfit. But then and I have no ideas. Like, I was like, I can design a casual outfit, and then my brain was like, blah, blah, no, you can't. You have nothing. Empty brain. Outfit design is not my thing. So I was like, I need help. I need to phone a friend. because I looked at like a lot of J fashion and it's all just like not casual. Like all the stuff that I like, I was like, this keeps just being another like Shiro Lolita outfit. This is not a casual outfit. This is not something you wear around the mouse hole or around the house with Dweller-san. You don't. This is not that. Oh yeah. Definitely I kind of just was like, I cannot change what is in my head already, because I kept like trying to think of like what is everybody that I'm talking to. And it's just gonna be Dweller-san, because you know it's whoever is in the house. Thank you so much for the follow, Lucilia. Hello, welcome. But yeah, the community name will just be like Dweller-san or Dweller-chan, whoever. It's just who the inhabitant of the house who I'm squatting in, or that I'm squatting in, because that is the lore. I guess when I do a model debut, it'll just be like I'll go over the whole like lab versus liminal space versus house lore, because it's like complex in my head, and I'm like, how do I sum this up in like the about section? I don't know. We do our best, and it's good enough, I guess. Hold on, I gotta drink more water. I'm sorry if I make loud noises. Oh, beloved Quonk emote. Quonk is one of my favorite streamers. Like, ever. I haven't watched in a while. I had like a super good stream streak, and I'm so like sad that I let it lapse. It was like crazy long. But there was like a Friday where I was like, I'm so busy, I really can't watch stream. And then like I kept being really busy because I was like working during the day, and then like immediately after work would work on commissions, and RIP my streak. Forever missed. Oh, sorry, I had to cough. I made the mistake this morning of having like yogurt with like peanut butter crunchies in it for breakfast. And the yogurt made me like super coughy, so I was like coughing all morning, and I was like, oh no, I'm just gonna be coughing in everybody's ears. I don't want to do that. But I think it's like mostly better now, but I was still just like, oh, RIP, I'm gonna blast someone's eardrums out if I'm not careful today. Thank you so much for the follow, Gojira and Whitesnake. Hello, thank you. What else? I feel like in my head I was like, hi, welcome. We're kind of just like chit-chatting today. We're doing like, it's almost not morning, but like Sunday morning chit-chat. I was gonna like yap about video games. I've been like super into Monster Hunter lately. Like I've just been playing Monster Hunter. I like had a couple things that I was like playing before it came out. Like I was like, oh, I'm for real gonna finish Dragon's Dogma 2. It's only been, you know, a long time. And I keep getting distracted because other games come out and I've not finished it yet. But and like I still haven't finished Metaphor ReFantasio either, even though that game is insane. If you haven't played it, it's so good. But then Monster Hunter came out and I was like, I need to skin that guy and wear it to like every monster, and I have not been able to stop playing. But if anyone else plays, I'm sure you understand the drive of just wanting to kill big monster and wear its flesh. I play Greatsword. It's very fun. I love Greatsword. I love Big Sword Go Bonk, and just absolutely fiending to get that tail off. You want to finish Wilds, but why won't it let you? Is it like, I'm playing on PlayStation because I have like a newish computer that should be able to handle pretty much everything, but I like to really not have to worry about it, and I just get stuff on console. Driver fuckery with NVIDIA. Oh, that makes sense. I kind of like, I don't know if this is a popular, unpopular opinion. I kind of hate my NVIDIA card. I used to have like an AMD? That's right, I think. and it was fine. But Nvidia causes me so many issues for like no reason. It just like sometimes just does not want to function. But all of like the games I play on my computer are like indie games or like smaller, easier to handle games. But anytime there's like a big ol' hefty release, I just get it on console. Cause also couch comfy. I have a big old TV with the couch, and it's very comfy to just lay on couch with meow meows and play video games. Even though it kind of means I don't really finish a whole lot of stuff. Like, I'm much more likely to finish a computer game. I've also been playing like, so like all of my games are like very polarized. So like I play a lot of horror, and I play a lot of like larger release console games like Wilds or like Souls games or like any of the Atlas like Persona-esque games, a lot of JRPGs. And then I also love a farming game. Like, you give me like a cozy like city builder or like Infinity Nikki, like I'll fuck that shit up. Like I will play the hell out of it. And so I'm like, yeah, my two games that I'm playing right now are Monster Hunter and Infinity Nikki, which are both, if you really boil it down, fashion games. Even though the fashion in the Monster Hunter game is just fashion so you can kill more Monster. But it's so fun. I tried to make my Nikki look like me as much as I can, which is not very much, but you know what it is. What other stuff? Oh, I play a whole lot of Final Fantasy 14. I really like I used to play a lot of MMOs, but I feel like a lot of them are really not good. And I tried playing WoW again recently, and it's really not good. But then I'm like the type of freak who's playing 14 for like the story, and mostly just the story. Like, I know my content, I'm good at my class, but if it didn't have like a really good story, I'd just be like, meh, whatever. And that's kind of like how I felt playing WoW, because I was like, the gameplay is like, you know, press button, it's an MMO. You just go press button, go press button. But there's also like no story that is in any way engaging whatsoever that I could find. So I was like, I'm good. I can't do this. I played for like 3 times with like some friends who really wanted to play. And then I was like, oh, maybe I'll play Terra again. If anyone remembers Terra Online, that game was really fun when it came out. Gojira himself. I love the Godzilla movies too. They're so fun. The new one, what was it, -0? It was really good. I got distracted. I started thinking about Gojira. Terra was so good. Hi, Anti-Chaotic. Terra was so good. Hello. I played a little Ellen Sorcerer, and they have like private servers. Like, the game's dead. The game is a corpse. I like to play MMOs that are also fucking dead. But there's private servers for Terra, so I got on one of them. And I remade a little Ellen like Valkyrie, because Valkyrie didn't exist when I quit. It's a newer class. And I played Terra when you had to pay monthly for it. So I played Terra when it first came out. Like, I baited Terra. And I played it until like Reaper, a little after Reaper, I think. And when the game kind of just like got easy. But it was still really fun to like run around and be like, oh, I remember this place, I remember Velica, I remember all this stuff, and just like do a little nostalgia waltz. But back when you had to like really actively like dodge and like attack and do all this stuff, like when it was like part MMO, part like action RPG, Terra was really fun. But I kind of hate that they made it really easy, because the difficulty was the fun part. I used to love PvP in Terra too. I was like one of the top sorcerers on my server for like a long time, because I was like, I thirst for blood. I turn into a different person in PvP. I get very aggressive. It became shit. It didn't start shit. It started good, and then it got shittier and shittier as time went on, because they were like, oh, we're kind of like, we're curbing people, and we want that money. We don't want people to get turned off from our game because they can't beat a boss or something. I played Blade and Soul for a while too. Like any game that'll let me be like a cute little animal girl, I will try. Which, you know, you see me in Final Fantasy 14. I'm still doing it. But I'm a little lizard in 14. Yay! Look, that just means we have the good taste in MMOs. Used to be heavy into PvP and Blade and Soul. Dude, me too. It was fun. It was fun. I was like the little again, I really love cats, so I was the little summoner people with my cat. I do not play Hroth in 14. I do not. I'm a little lizard. I am a very cute little lizard. But for a long time I played Black Mage, because after Terra died, that's when I tried 14, and I tried to just make a Lala that was as close to my Ellen as I could. And then when I got to the expansion with lizards, or actually it wasn't, it was like when I first started playing was when Heavensward had just come out, and there were no lizards yet, I think. Or maybe I just hadn't bought the Heavensward, I don't remember. It's been a long time. And I quit because I was a Black Mage at level 48, and that sucks so hard. And it kind of still sucks. For the time, it really sucked. It was not fun. So I quit. And then some friends of mine were like, no, just play again. Just try. Just play again. We'll carry you. We'll carry you through the part that sucks. And I was like, okay, fine. And then I was like, I don't really want to be a Lala anymore. So I became a lizard. And I have not changed my character's appearance since then, but when I restarted playing, because my friends got me to, was right before Endwalker came out, so it was like Shadowbringers patch content, so I like skipped several, or like wasn't around for several releases, and so I like jammed through them in like really fast, like a couple months, so I could be like on time for Endwalker release. It was good time. Black Mage without ley lines, dude, it's so painful. It's so painful. But I still mained Black Mage until I was done with Shadowbringers, and then like for Endwalker, I was like, I'm gonna switch because like character progression, because I am very into my own character lore and like the whatever is in my head for my character. Hi, oh no, okay. Thank you, Zarybot. But yeah, hi, thank you for the follow, Miss Sabrina Rose. Hi, thank you for the follow. Oh, what was I saying? Oh yeah, Black Mage. So it gets better. Black Mage gets better, but it's still like you gotta really be thinking, like you gotta be on your, like using your brain a lot. But because of like character growth, character backstory, whatever, I was like, my Warrior of Light decided to be a Dark Knight after Shadowbringers, because trauma, you gotta be a Dark Knight after that. And it turns out tanking is fun. I love tanking, but when your healer sucks, tanking is really not fun. So I tanked through Shadowbringers, and I tanked through the beginning of Endwalker, and then I went, I don't want to try anymore. I want to be really lazy. I want to be so lazy. And so I switched to Dancer, which is so easy. It is so brain dead. You just go, I click button, I click next button. When my dance, like whatever, falls off, I dance again. I find person that has prettiest outfit, I dance partner them. We dance together. And then I just, press button. Roll that guy into a Katamari ball. Hamster ball. I immediately was like, what if I could get in a hamster ball? What if I could get put in a hamster ball? It's not really good for mice. It can hurt your tail. But it could be fun. We could roll around. It could be cool. But yeah, so now in 14, I play Dancer. Because I don't want to think. I want to also, I escort a lot of Sprouts through the game, so I've gotten like 4 people Sprout escorted through 14 to current content. And when you are doing dungeons and raids and whatever else, with somebody else and you don't have to think about your rotation at all because you're explaining all the mechanics as they're happening in the game, it's really helpful. If I had to black mage and then also like maintain or like keep explaining like how to play to whoever I'm playing with at the same time, I don't think I could. Because also like the way I describe stuff maybe doesn't make sense, because like I'll just be like, okay, and this mechanic, you're gonna be a Dorito and you're gonna find a person with another Dorito, because you can't just be one Dorito, you're gonna have two, so you just gotta go find another person with a Dorito. And they're like, what the fuck are you talking about? What do you mean Dorito? And I'm like, yeah, Dorito, the Dorito above your head right now, Dorito. And it's a lot of me going like, okay, don't stand in that egg, don't stand in that, oh, you're standing in it, don't stand in that. But it's fun. I love 14. It'd be fun to like do like a community 14 thing eventually one day. I actually am not up to date. I have not played the post the patch content that's coming out right now. Cause one, I was escorting a Sprout, so I was getting them through Endwalker. But also I just haven't. My house isn't even done being updated, because I got like halfway through decorating my house and I never finished. We're in that kind of end game where we're like, what if I just like pulled my hair out trying to figure out how to place stuff on a wall in a Final Fantasy 14 house, because it's terrible. It's like the housing, it might look really good, but making it happen, ugh, nightmare, 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 nightmare. Immersive experience moving boxes. No, that's so true, that's so true. It is like the struggle of actually like doing stuff in a real house is the struggle of doing stuff in a house in 14. Oh, other cool MMOs. Recently, most of the MMOs I've played are like corpses for like since the 2000s. Oh, that's what I was gonna say earlier. I was like talking about like what we're gonna do stream wise. We're probably gonna start out with maybe like 3 streams a week, do like 2 ASMR, 1 like gamer stream of like the horror games on my list. But if I can get up to 4, I'd really like to have like a retro PS2 day. Because I really, most of the games that I love are like PlayStation 2 games. And I have so many that I want to like replay. But recently I played .hack Fragment with some friends, which is the .hack MMO-ish. I don't know how to call it. It's like you can really only play with like 3 people at a time. It's very strange. There's a reason it like died immediately, like on impact. It became a corpse. But it's really cool. It's just .hack with like 2 friends, but it's like crazy hard. Like everything can kill you like immediately, and if your whole party dies, like you de-level. It's painful. It's so rough. Speaking of retro games, if you ever need any help with emulators, oh, Andy, I probably do. I was talking to Dave about this. There's some games that I have been having, I really want to play again. I have them physically, but I probably need help getting them on an emulator, because I tried. I'm not an emulator person. For like years and years and years, I would just like pull out the PlayStation and pull out my old monitor and just like hook it up and get my actual game out. And for some of the games I want to play, I'm gonna have to do that because they don't emulate well. Because I tried. And then I looked it up. I was like, oh man, maybe my computer just can't handle this emulated game. And then everybody on the internet is like, no. This game, like, emulates like dog shit. You cannot play it. Hi, Cosmos. Minnie Mouse. But if she was a fine... What? Oh, I should put that as a tag. I have hella dyslexia. I'm so sorry. I can't, like, sometimes I read stuff, and I'm like, my brain no work so good, and I have no clue what people are saying, and I'm very sorry. You just have to, like, correct me. So, like, if I ever read your name wrong, or, like, read a chat message wrong, just, like, tell me, and, like, I will reread. But I should warn people. Normally I can read kind of okay, but I get it. It's harder on stream for some reason. I think it's because I like can't take my time. I don't know. But yeah. Hi, welcome. It's me, Bucket, and then we got Mini Bucket in the corner, and then we have Ghost Bucket in the back. We have so much Bucket. Shoddy. I have a friend who he just calls everybody and be like, "What's up, Shoddy?" And you're like, "Hi, Peter." And it doesn't matter who you are. Like, you could be a grandpa, and he's just like, "What's up, Shoddy?" It's funny. But I really want to play the Sega Saturn. I guess I'll take PS1 also, Baroque, because I played the PS2 one. It's okay. I hear the Sega Saturn and the PS1 ones are way better, and I want to play them so bad. But the game I'm probably gonna just have to, like, I have an Elgato, so we can capture other monitor. Wait, Disney owns. Hi. All right. Hi. Disney owns that. Is this true? Did they buy my favorite way to say hi, but cute? That'd be so upsetting. But yeah. Oh, Okage Shadow King is so good. It's so good, but it run like dog. So we'll pull out the PlayStation for that at some point. Maybe. But I really want to play Dark Cloud 2. It was like one of my favorite games when I was a kid. And I recently, because YouTube knows that it's like, oh, this mouse wants to watch a 2 to 6 hour video on a retro game she's already played. And it was like, oh, do you want to like watch a 4-hour retrospective on the Dark Cloud series? Even though the second one is only Dark Cloud in NA. It's like supposed to be like Dark Chronicle or something. And I was like, dude, yeah, I totally want to. Show me that 4-hour long video. Dark Cloud 1 is honestly, like, in my opinion, it's okay. It's pretty good. It's okay. It's not, I don't want to play it again. Once was enough. Dark Cloud 2, though, I do want to play it again. I want to play it again super bad. It's very cool. Fun fact about Disney and ownership, if you work for them, even as a contract or something, all art of characters you make, oh, yeah. I think that's pretty normal when, like, you are hired by a company that owns a character's likeness. Like, when you work for a company, yeah, Andy, yeah, exactly. I then went and was like, oh shit, you've made videos about a lot of games that I've played. It turns out, just people my age are just like, what if we just talked about this PlayStation 2 game again in the year of our Lord? What if we just ran it back? I can't remember if it's him or another guy who did a video on Radiata stories. There was, like, I was watching a whole bunch of, like, retro PlayStation 2. It's not shovelware, it's so good. Wait, is that what shovelware means? What does that even mean? But it was either him or somebody else that did a video on Radiata stories, which is another game I really love. And I really recommend that video. It's like, again, it's like a 2-hour plus long Radiata Stories retrospective. That game is so good. And shovelware means low effort and low quality. No, yeah, okay, so I did know what it means. It does not qualify. Those games are so good. There was a lot of effort put in, like so much effort. They're very good. But they're very underrated. Like, they didn't get enough attention. Well, really, Dark Cloud didn't get much attention in Japan, is kind of like the weird thing. But Radiata Stories didn't get a lot of attention in the US, or NA in general. And it's really good, and it's really funny, and the voice acting is so good. It's like, I highly recommend it for retro games, if you like JRPGs. You've gotten tie-in. Oh, yeah. Hi. Also, Dave, do you say that Dave? Davsh? But hi, thank you for the follow. Hi. Welcome. There's like a lot of PlayStation 2 games. I have very strong opinions about some of my retro games. The strongest opinions. Okay. We'll have to come up with a new nickname. But yeah, my strongest PlayStation opinions are Silent Hill 4 is a good game and it deserves respect. And people don't give it enough respect for being good. Just because the ghosts are annoying does not mean the game is bad. The game's very cool. And legitimately, when I in stream, whenever that is, whenever I get tired of talking, Gab Smolders released the part 2 of her Silent Hill 4 playthrough, and I'm like, oh buddy, I cannot wait to watch this game I've already played like multiple times be played again. Like, Silent Hill 4 is just like a game that I'm like, it's so good every time. I should play that on stream sometime. But it's kind of like you play the game and then you play it again. Essentially, like, you go through all the levels and then it's like, did you love those levels so much? Do you want to go back? And you're like, I don't really want to go back, but the game makes you anyways. And then we don't talk about the Silent Hills that came after 4 because they're all bad. Sorry, I had to drink more coffee. Oh, I'm so excited about the new one though. It looks really, really good. I also have controversial opinions about the 2 remake. Like, the first time I played it, I was like, oh, this is so good. I love this so much. Like, it's super, super good. And then I kind of went, actually, I don't really love it. Like, I like it. I think they did some good things. But, like, why is there white paint everywhere? Can you please, like, make that go away? It's really, like, it fucks the ambience. Cause, like, I really love that the town's extended and there's, like, more stuff to explore, cause, like, you know, that's my home. That's, like, my true home. I love Silent Hill. Like, would move in 10 out of 10. I ain't scared of anything. Like, those little sexy monsters in the street, you know, knock them over, steal their shoes, that kind of stuff. Like, I'm not bothered. It's so pretty. And, like, the town work that they did is really nice. It looks really cool. I love that it's extended. I love that they added puzzles that make sense for Silent Hill puzzles, because Silent Hill puzzles are, like, insane. Like, to solve Silent Hill puzzles, you gotta think like a Silent Hill puzzle. Like, yeah, I put my light bulbs in coffee cans, what of it? Like, yeah, I'm gonna, like, reach down this toilet and pull out, like, a suction cup that was in here for reasons unknown and tie it to, like, this dental floss that I pulled out of a corpse's mouth, and then I'm gonna use it to, like, grab this person's big toe that, like, fits in this puzzle. Like, it, you know, you're just like, yeah, that checks out, 100% makes sense. I got it. Like, we're gonna make a wax handle out of something. Like, stuff that, like, makes no sense. It would, like, never happen. But, like, in a Silent Hill game, you're like, yeah, got it, got you, 100%, no questions. And, like, it keeps that same, like vibe to the new puzzles, and I'm like, great, these people got it. But then it has, like, so many, like, modern gaming problems where, oh, thank you so much for the follow, dog. Doggy. But it has, like, so many, like, modern gaming problems where it's just like, it, like, holds your hand to be like, okay, baby, now you go to white paint, you can go in window because you know white cloth there. Like, it tells you, like, oh, you can break windows with your bat, but, like, don't worry, we also marked every window you might want to break with, like, a white cloth in this, like, brown town, so, you know, don't worry, you can see it. And you're like, okay, thank you, I guess. And then, like, I really didn't like how it had more, like, forced combat, because I feel like part of the point is, like, James is, like, incompetent. Like, you know, he can't fight. He's not a combat baby. He's just some doof. And the combat's, like, kind of hard because you can't dodge for shit. Like, you can, but it sucks. And you'll, like, dodge, and the guy's like, oh, you moved there? Okay, blah, 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 blah. And he, like, spits all over you, and you're like, okay. So, like, you're constantly... I do kind of like that you are constantly out of health. Like, you shouldn't feel comfortable in that game. But, like, just let me leave. Like, just let me not combat to be able to, like, find secrets. I shouldn't have to fight stuff to, like, find lore. It's not Resident Evil, you know? It's Silent Hill. We're supposed to just be, like, exploring and psychologically. So I didn't love it. And I didn't finish it. I kind of, like, got done with the apartment, and I went, like the beginning, you know? Like, I got done with the beginning of the game and went, I'll come back to this. I have other stuff to play. Even though, like, beforehand I was like, fuck you, all my other games, I'm playing Silent Hill 2 again. Silent Hill 2, my beloved. And then didn't finish it, and I kind of feel bad. Like, I should. I bought that game at full price, I should finish it. But, you know. It just feels kind of like a chore. Like, the apartment, like, no offense, Silent Hill 2, the apartment's not really that fun. It's just kind of confusing, and you're like, ugh. Like, it's not as cool as a lot of the other areas. One day, maybe. I don't even know if I'll go back. We might just play Silent Hill 2 PS2 version again. No problem. Thank you so much for stopping by. It was really good to see you. Go be productive. I have to be productive later, too. I have to do my laundry, and do some cleaning. Yay! It was very good to have you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. We'll try and do these at least like once a week. I don't know how much time I'm gonna have because I really want to jam the model. So we can, like, you know, be me on stream instead of, like, you know, kind of me. But hopefully, I'm hoping like at least Sunday mornings we can do like lazy mornings together. Hopefully a little earlier. This one ended up a little late. But yeah, I guess I'm just gonna keep rambling. I hope that's entertaining. I hope it's relaxing. I don't even know. Is it fun to just listen to me ramble and yap? It's like I have like this really hard time telling what people might be interested in. Like, I have some other like streamers that I like, and some of them mostly just like talk to people and like yap in the mornings. It's very relaxing to listening to my rambles. Yay. Good. Okay. And yeah, I was gonna say, I love listening to her. She just like chit chats with everyone and like talks about whatever. A lot of it's about video games that she likes, or just like whatever's going on with her. And it's just like so pleasant to listen to just like kind of chill out while you're doing stuff. And I feel like I'm better at that than like really focusing in and like doing like trickery stuff. I need to get better at it. I need to practice. But I feel weird being quiet. I feel like I should that I should just be like, yeah, but like, how are you guys? What's going on? Tell me stuff. Like, I want to talk. But maybe that's because I don't have a whole lot of like social outlets outside of this. Like, I talk to people in the lab, but like when you're in the lab, like when you're like working, a lot of people like just like focus and like lock in and like wear headphones and stuff, or like I'll be in my office all by myself. And a lot of times I don't even have to like go into the lab. I can work from my desk at home. So I don't can you guys hear that? That's one of the cats wants to say hi. He says hello. He's very, very cute, but this is he's like, what are you doing? I wanna come say hello too, but he's not allowed to. Cause I'm hiding his food in here. But he's a very sweet guy. And this is one reason I want the mascot to be a little cat stuffed animal also. Is because you will frequently, especially if I have like the mic on like ASMR settings, you can hear them at the door going, hi, hello, hi, hello, hi, I'm here. And he doesn't want to stop. So that's just gonna be a feature. We're gonna call it a feature and not like a disturbance. You just occasionally get to hear meow meow sounds. Because, you know, me and the cats are both little residents of the house. You know, we're both hanging out with you. He's really distracting though. I'm like, oh buddy, I wish I could go like let you in, but you are just not a good person for where the desk is. There's just too much stuff for him to get into. I also, I really like plants. And this is the room I hide all of my toxic plants in that the cats could mess with and shouldn't mess with. So they're not really allowed in here. Because I'm too scared that they are not smart enough to not eat a toxic plant. And I have some like plastic plants decorating some of the rest of my little mouse hole, and they have chewed them like a lot. And that is what makes me go, well, you're willing to eat plastic, so I don't know that you're not just gonna like bite into one of these. And I think they're toxic enough that like biting once is like too much. I'm not positive, but I do think that is the case. Yeah, exactly. Better safe than sorry. Better safe than sorry. I don't wanna take any chances. I had to drink more water, which I think picks up. So I'm sorry for water drinking sounds. I should probably drink more, but that's good for now. I will very much try my best to remember to make little hydration and head pats and whatever redeems in like a command list or something. But you know, sometimes you're like sort of organized, but not like totally organized. Oh, I'm still gonna keep rambling about Silent Hill, but yeah, I would really like to, like, I guess I would be like just replaying a lot of games I've already played, but I'd really like to do like 2 through 4 of Silent Hill on stream sometime. And the 4, they just did like a PC remaster for 4. It's still like really cheap, but it looks so good. Like all the textures like really nice, and everything looks super crisp, but it still has like a really good retro feel. Like they didn't like modernize the graphics or anything. They just like really like fix the textures a lot. It looks really nice, and I'd really love to play that because I feel like a lot of people played like 2 and 3 but then kind of went meh on 4 because I think it got like, you know, it has really mixed feelings about it. Hiccup. But they definitely tried some cool stuff. Some of it didn't work, but I think it's like still worth a good like try, you know? Like you can't just like keep the series like the same forever. My other controversial like horror take, I don't really like Resident Evil. And like people tell me like all the time, like, what do you mean? You love horror but you don't like Resident Evil? And I'm like, it's kind of like just an action game, buddy. Like, I understand that it's a survival horror, but it's not scary, really. It's just kind of like actiony to me, and I don't really care. Like, I think a lot of the concepts are pretty fun, and I like that it's really camp. That's like pretty cool. And I like watching people play them, but I don't actually enjoy the playing of them myself. And part of that might be like skill issue, because I really like my aim is really bad. So if I ever play a game with like shooting in it, it's really bad. And I can't, it seems like I cannot get better. Like I've tried, and it's just like a skill issue, like pretty bad. I used to play a lot more like games like Halo and stuff, and I like them, but I have to play with a friend who like can compensate for me being like crap. So I think that might be like one reason I don't love it. I really like some games that have shooting, like it's not like shooting, but like Neon White and stuff. I like a lot because you can go like real fast, zoom. And you do have to aim, but it's not like that much. Like it's more like you are aiming your like movement, less so than like I have to shoot thing in head to kill. Because if I need to do that, it needs to be precise. It's not happening. Which is kind of funny because like in outside of video games, I have really good aim. Because a friend of mine was like, I have to teach you how to use a gun. Like, it makes me really uncomfortable that you don't know. And I was like, oh, I'm so scared, but okay. So they made me go to the range with them, and she was like, okay, like, I'm gonna teach you how to do this, and like, just do your best, but I like mostly just need you to know for safety. And I was like, okay, I can do it. And it turns out I can aim really well, but the loud noises make me cry because they're scary, which is really embarrassing. So like, where we were at this range with like a bunch of like big buff dudes, like big old like bearded like gun guys, because we're southern. um and I'm like little baby just being like, well, it's loud and scary. Like, but still like doing it. Because like the little like she just like was teaching me with like her little handgun, um just for, you know, like self-defensey style. And but then there's like people like fun shooting like big fire lots of bullets, like very loud guns, and I was like, oh my god, there's so many sounds. And it's just like more than I could handle. So she has this like picture of me just like at the range, just like crying, that she thinks is really funny. And to be fair, it is. But still, I was like, this is not for me, friend. But apparently, unfortunately, that skill just will not translate into video games. I think maybe because like my hand-eye coordination, like with the screen in the way, gets pretty bad. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, there's like all these pictures of like these cute like VTubers, but that are like, you know, kind of like small, adorable, whatever, with like big gun. It's like a thing. I see it on Scab a lot, and I'm like, oh, those look so cool. Those look so cool. Those so cool. But that would be like so misrepresentative of me. Unless it was like me just like being a pathetic baby holding it and crying. Cause I get like I get really startled by loud noises. Like, it's a really hard to scare me, like legitimately like make me like afraid. But I am super jumpy. Like, loud noises will like super like startle me. And I just will not know where they came from, or like I just won't expect it, like, or even I'll know it's coming, like in horror movies. I watch a lot of horror movies. But I'll hear like, you know, it's like the standard, like something pops up suddenly and there's like loud noise. It like jump scare. And like whatever, I'll know it's about to happen, because you know, you watch enough, you know when the jump scare's happening. But like the loud noise, like every time I'll just be like, oh, and like jump. And I cannot help myself. Like, I will 100% know it's about to happen, but the loud noise gets me every time. And like, I'm not scared. I'm just like, oh, what was that? Even though it's just like standard movie sound. So this is why I will argue a lot of times. Like, if I'm playing a spooky game, if it just makes a loud noise at me and I jump, that does not mean I'm scared. It just means that a loud noise like startled me and surprised me. It's not the same thing. I'm not really a person that likes like jump scare movies a lot. Like, if you have to rely on a jump scare to make me scared, like, it's not very scary. You're just like startling me. Now there are like some games where I think like the startling like totally works. Like, if you ever played Squirrel Stapler, there is a very good like surprising like thing that happens in that game at some point. And that I think is perfect. It should get you, because it builds tension before that like super good. And then in like the We Harvest Shadows demo, which, oh my god, I cannot wait for that game to come out, like farming horror game. Ugh, it's made for me. It's made for me. But they're like, at the end of that demo, there's also, well, I guess it's not the very end, but in that demo, there's like a couple like sound and like sudden image like jump scare things, but they're like really well done, because like you could have noticed it earlier, but like it has you focus on something else really well, and then like suddenly thing. And I really liked that. I really cannot wait for that game to come out. It looks so good. And I just looked at like the dev update for it. I think it's like next year that it's supposed to come out. You crumble at the mere hint of horror, instant sanity loss. Oh, well, we're gonna do a lot of horror. It's kind of my thing. That being said, my ultimate goal is like find things I'm really scared of for the sanity loss. I am like constantly on the search for like new things to be like actually afraid of, because I think, you know, you play enough, you watch enough, you get a little desensitized. So I'm like, oh, please make me like viscerally uncomfortable, please make me scared, please make me scared, game, I want to be so scared. And I think the last game to do that was Lost in Vivo. It's so good, it's so good. Because like every area you go to, you're like, I don't like, some of it not scary, some of it's pretty silly, but like each new thing you're like, oh my god, I don't want to go here, but I have to do it, because I gotta, you know, you're trying to save your doggo, you gotta save your little pupperino. So you're like, I really don't want to do this, I am scared. But I must continue on, and the fact that like your dog might be in danger makes you even more scared. Oh, that game is so good. Oh, thank you so much for the follow, Derpy. Am I reading late right? It's been so long. But hi, thank you so much. Welcome, welcome. We're just kind of chit-chatting. But yeah, for anyone who kind of enjoys horror and has not played Lost in Vivo, please play it. Kira is such a good developer. I still need to play Lunacid, but it's not so much a type of game I enjoy. But Kira's other horror work, Basilisk and Basilisk 2000, and some of their demos are so good. Like Basilisk and Basilisk 2000 tell like the coolest story. It's like one of my favorite game stories ever, because it's like super we're gonna say convoluted, which kind of makes it just sound like it's hard to understand, but that's kind of true. It's like told across 2 games, and it's told through like game editors. Hi, Derpy. Good. Okay. Yay. Hi, welcome. I was mentioning earlier, I need to add the dyslexia tag. Sometimes my ability to read is like, you know, it's iffy. But I'm also an old mouse, so I remember the days when leet speak was all over the place. I used to be able to read it really like without a thought, because I was also a Homestuck kid, and that made you really good at it, which is kind of a cringe thing to admit, but at the time, Homestuck was so cool. And just because it's not cool anymore doesn't mean it wasn't cool back then. But yeah, Kira games, so cool. I have played all of them other than Lunacid though, so I don't think we'll ever visit those on stream. They're not really a game you kind of like replay. They're like a one and done, because like once you know like the story and like all the stuff in it, you're kind of like, all right, is the replayability is not so much there because it's like uncovering the mystery. But they're so good, and Lost in Vivo made me so scared. A lot of people told me that Faith really, like as a modern like indie horror game, made them really scared, but I really did not like Faith at all. You're old as well, probably older than you think. I'm probably older. Technically, Dismouse is a hag. I'm old. But you can probably tell because I won't shut up about PlayStation 2 games. It's like if you listen to like all of my favorite things, I'm like, oh, here's stuff that came out in the 2000s exclusively. And I'll be like, oh, I loved old MMO. Closer to 40 than 30. Dude, that's okay. That just means you probably know the same games as me. This is fine. This is fine. All of my tastes appeal to someone in their like late 20s to early 40s. Because that's like my favorite era of gaming. Like when I was younger. It can't be that long for PlayStation 2. It was just no, right? It was just yesterday. But no. Kingdom Hearts 1 came out in 2002. So there's that. Oh, the only horror games like that I like, and it's not even horror games, the only games that I'm like 100% consistently like terrified of is games where you have to swim in the water and there's something aggro in the water. I cannot do it. You still have the working play, like the classic. I do too. I have the fat PlayStation 2 and a PlayStation 1, but like the second version of the PlayStation 1, like the slimmer PS1s, in my closet. And I used to have a GameCube, and younger me is an idiot and sold it. and I'm so mad. And I know I could just buy a new one, but it's not the same. Same with my N64. I'm like, why did I sell that? Why didn't I keep that? This was so stupid. There's a lot of things that young me did to get some quick monies. That's really dumb. I also have one of the old Game Boys, like not the colors. I have a color too, but like one of the fat old gray ones I still have. For no reason. I don't ever use it. Technically, I don't use the PlayStation 2 or PlayStation 1 anymore either, but I could. They work fine. You miss your old PS1, your sister accidentally sold it at a garage sale. That's what I did with my N64 and the GameCube, because young me was like, oh, this is fine, I'll just sell them. I need money for a new game. I sell old system. Yeah, four double A's. Yeah, it's one of those. And I have it because my mouse brother was just like, this is garbage. And I was like, no, it's not. You give that to me. You give me that. It is not garbage. But RIP, I let him borrow my original Xbox once. This was many years ago. And he was like, yeah, I just want to play some Halo. Like, let me just borrow it. And I was like, yeah, okay. And I never got it back, and he does not know where it is. And I'm like, buddy, I'm so pissed still. It's been however many years. I want that thing back. Even though I have like an Xbox and they like backwards compatibility, whatever Game Pass, you can play all the old games. I don't care. I want the system. Your N64, is that the transparent ones? Oh my god, they were so cool. I wanted a transparent like Game Boy and all that back in the day so bad. I was like, oh, these are so rad. But I had like, you know, the classic gray. My parents were like, you don't need that. And I was like, okay. Because I was just like, if I'm getting a console, I'm not gonna complain. You get me what you get me. I always had like the previous console, like when a new one would come out, that's when I'd get like the last one. And I was like, oh, this is sick. I don't care that I'm playing everything a generation late. I think except for PS2. That's the only one I had like at time of like when games were still coming out for it. Everything else was old. You remember that Redditor that got a hold of an OG Xbox dev kit and gutted it to make a PC build? Why? Why would you do that? Just get a new Xbox. What's the difference? I feel like if you I don't know. I like keeping old systems though. Like in my heart, I play a lot of new games, but in my heart, I'm still very much a retro person. Because to me, it doesn't feel very retro. It feels like pretty current still. Like, I'll look like at a PlayStation 2 game and I'm like, oh man, this looks great. These graphics are hitting. It's like my brain like does not recognize the difference between like old crusty graphics. Cranial measurements need to be studied. Yeah, like why would you take apart a perfectly good old system? I don't know. I would never. I mean, I would mod an old system because I like my PlayStation 1, I had to play like JP only releases because I had Persona 2, Final Fantasy 10 and 13. Wait, that's 12. 10 was my first Final Fantasy. I also 12 is so good. We have talked about this. 12 is amazing, but 10 was my very first Final Fantasy. And I played the ones that came out on like Game Boy or DS or whatever, like the remakes they did of like some of the like early ones. But I never played like the middle games. Like I think it's like 4 through 9. I have not played. Even though I consider myself like a pretty big Final Fantasy fan. Yeah, I remember playing that because I probably still have it somewhere. I didn't get rid of any of my DS games. I have them all somewhere. You love playing Persona 3 FES? Oh my god, me too. Persona 3 FES I played on my PlayStation 2 in college. And I had a TV and just my PlayStation 2 in my dorm room. But I still have FES and 4. They're physical copies. They're so good. You're gonna stick your neck out and say 4 is the most glazed game in the series. What does that mean? What does the most glazed mean? My favorite is 3 FES. I also bought on release the remake because I was like, oh my god, I can't wait to play Persona 3 again, and then I didn't finish it. I've already played like so many hours of FES, and I don't know why, but the remake, it's just okay. It's a little tedious. I feel like people prefer 3 and 5. Like, I really like 4. I think 4 is really good. Is it as good as 3 and 5? No, but it's still really good. Like, I like the characters a lot. I'm kind of like, no offense, I'm kind of bummed. Like, I don't know who I'm offending, Atlas. But I'm kind of bummed they're remaking it because we have Golden, and Golden's already good. It's perfectly good. We don't need it to be remade. And I really, 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 really never want to listen to the discourse from 4 ever again. And you know we're going to. Like, you know it's coming back. 3 FES was such a great game. You enjoyed it much. Yeah, 3. I like 3. I like 3 better than 5. Like, 5 has a lot of like quality of life improvements that are nice, but I just like the story and the music. Like, all of 3 just hits so good. Yeah, we're gonna have so much fun with Kanji Naoto Discourse. It's gonna be great. I'm sure people will be so reasonable about it. I'm positive it'll be totally fine. Honestly, same. Yeah, why wasn't it just like Persona 3 Reload whatever plus FES? Like, it's being remade. Just make it one game. Like, that's what makes sense, right? But no, we don't live in that future. Give me like 1 second. I have to like refill my cup, and unless you guys want to hear like water filling sounds, I'm just gonna mute for like 1 second because I think it's gonna be really loud. Oh, we do? Okay, well, never mind. Here's very normal water pitcher pouring water into cup sounds. Unless that didn't pick up. No, it did, okay. Go. That's the water pitcher. Okay, we'll have like a little, because I keep like whenever I stream, so that I don't have to like get up and get more water if I like am not ready to take a break. I just keep a little pitcher by the desk or at the desk, and I just refill my cup, and it's a little waterfall. Story felt you were actually yeah, like the story of 3 is so impactful, and 4 and 5, yeah, you're just kind of doing something for your town, but like 3 just feels like such a big deal, and like all of the characters are so cool, and like the villains are so cool, and everyone is so stylish, and the music is so good. But I'm just like, I could be biased because 3 is like the first one I ever played, so I'm like, yes, this is the perfect way to do Persona, you know. But I liked 4 too. And I liked 5. And my bag that I take to work every day is the school bag from 5 because I got the collector's edition. And I have been wearing that bag to work every day since the game came out. And it is shredded. But I need like a bag that I can carry like books and stuff in. So how do I replace this? It's perfect. I just need another school bag. Such good games though. But there are also games like I'm probably not gonna replay them. They're so long. I mean, we'll redo Kingdom Hearts. It's kind of fast, and I can like zoom through that game. It's been like, I think because I did say I'd stream it, it'll be like my between second and fourth playthrough of the games, depending on the game. So we can kind of schmooze through that, and we're not gonna play the bad ones because there are some stinkers in there. We'll just do like mainline with the like, what's it called, like the combo, the new ones, the bundled games. But I'm excited. I could bring up my list. of games that I want to play. I want to, like, this is like such like a weird, like a deep cut. No one is gonna have. I'm just gonna play it for me. But I'm gonna stream it just so I can be like, yo, guys, look at this. But one of my favorite bands is the band Provoker. They're very, very good, but they're really underrated. But they had like an album that came out a couple years ago called Demon Compass, and I had no clue, but they made a game. They made a Demon Compass horror game. And it's just like a free Steam game. that goes with the album, and I was like, okay, we're gonna do it. We're gonna like do probably like an unlisted, you know, we're not gonna save the VOD, but we might do like an album listen and then like play the game. I think that'd be so cool. But it also could just be cool in my head. But like one of my things is like when I really really like something and I really really like people, like I'm like, oh, here's my thing that I love, like share, do you wanna see it, do you wanna learn about it, let me share thing I love with you. And so I want to do that with that band in that game. It'll be cool, it'll be fun. And I've been putting off trying Citadel forever, which I know I like just a few minutes ago talked about how I'm chronically like really really bad at shooters. But I really want to play Citadel. I want to try. I might get skill checked and we might not be able to play it, but I want to try. It looks so cool. And like as like a robot girl, I gotta play games with like other weird like robo girls. I think they're robies. They look kind of like robies, but like I feel like I gotta. It looks so cool. Yeah. Oh, good. I'm glad people like it. All I like, it might be the autism, but like my love language is definitely like, oh, I like this thing. Do you wanna look at the thing I love? I want to show it to you because I care. Please look at the thing. Which is just basically gonna be any games I play. It's just like me going, I like this, do you want to look at this thing? And like my rambles about my favorite games. Like the amount of time I could spend talking about Final Fantasy XIV is probably annoying, but it'll happen. Y'all will be told. Because I can't help it. And it's so cool. It's so cool. It's a really good story. And it has like my favorite character. I have like a little, if anyone plays 14 or played 14, I have like right behind my desk my little Xenos shrine, my little fight sexual life partner, Xenos, because I feel like, you know, as character, all we are doing is fight stronger thing, and that's all he wants to do. He just want to fight strong thing too, and I'm like, I feel it. I just wanna, you know, schmurder. We crave blood. So, all the other games I have on my list are like just like spooky games. I didn't add like any of my retro games because I think I just already have all those installed, except for the ones that I can't get working. Like Baroque, which is such a cool game. It's so cool. And I think it's getting more popular because people like made YouTube videos being like, oh, this PlayStation 1/Sega Saturn game that nobody played is actually super rad and has insane vibes and like is one of the coolest dungeon crawlers ever. But some of us bought the PlayStation 2 version at GameStop, and a GameStop employee told us like, hey, I don't think that game's very good. Like, people don't say good things. And you're like, I don't really care. And you buy it anyways, and then you get obsessed with it. Witness Xenos once through your friend playing. Love that drama. Right? He's so dramatic. And he's just like, he loves main characters so much. Like, he loves Warrior of Light. Like, follows them everywhere. And he's just like, buddy, can we just fight? And you're like, I'm busy playing main story. And he's like, buddy, I just want to fight, please. It's all I know. Nobody ever taught me how to, like, jork it. Like, I just know how to fight. And you're like, oh, okay. But yeah, we could do that, buddy. And it's great. Because, like, it actually, like, is hard. And it makes you, like, give it your all. And you're like, yeah, this is the best. But I found out, like, not I found out, but I identified that a lot of, like, my favorite, like, semi-villains, they're, like, not villains. I mean, they are, but, like, understandable villains are just, like, the same guy. Because, like, if you ever played Fire Emblem Three Houses, Dritza, my beloved, I love the Death Knight. I love Dritza so much. That's my man. After the game, we just go off and we fight people. Like, you kick his ass enough times, he's just like, do you want to, like, spend forever together and just fight everything? And you're like, yeah, I do. Like, that's all I want. You remember a buddy of yours paid $120 for a copy of Final Fantasy 1 and 2 for the NES only to have the game. Oh, that's horrible. Oh, that's so bad. When I got my PS4, because I'm a bit of a PlayStation girly. Like, I have an Xbox, but I'm a PlayStation girly. When I got my PS4, I sold my copies of Persona 2 because I had the old PS1 like imported and like very limited US release copy at the time before they got a remake. And I sold my dot hack games because I had not I don't remember if I had all of them. I think I might have just had 1 through 3, but I might have had all 4. And if I had all 4, I was so stupid. This was so stupid. I should not have sold these. I should have just waited to get a PS4. But I sold them at the time, and then 2 weeks later, because the PlayStation 4 was in like the living room of the apartment, and I had roommates, and I was out. I was not there. I was at school, and one of my roommates was at work, and the other one was still there sleeping, and somebody, while other roommate was sleeping, broke in the living room window, grabbed the PlayStation 4, grabbed other roommate who was at work suitcase, put PlayStation 4 in suitcase, and walked out the front door. And sleeping roommate did not wake up. Like, a rock got thrown through the window, and he did not wake up. And so working roommate like calls me like while he's at work, and he's like, "Hey, third roommate just called, and somebody stole our PlayStation," because we had gone in on it together. And I was like, "What?" And he was like, "Yeah, just somebody just broke the window, grabbed the PlayStation, nothing else, didn't grab the TV, didn't grab anything else, just grabbed the PlayStation and left." And we were like, what do we do? And the cops were like, I mean, like, you can call around to pawn shops if you have like the like serial number or whatever, and just like see if it shows up. And we were like, I don't think that's gonna happen. And they were like, well, you know, like, what are we gonna do about it? We're not gonna find this thing. It's a PlayStation. Like, they probably are keeping it. They're probably not even reselling it. They probably just want a PlayStation. And we were just like, okay. And it was like the pretty white, like Destiny special edition ones. We didn't care about Destiny, but like those PlayStations were so pretty because they were like white with all this like gold etching on them, like really pretty. And so it was just like gone. Like that thing was not showing back up. But one of our roommates, it was like their birthday coming up, and like a whole bunch of their friends were like, "Dude, we feel like really bad," and they bought a new PlayStation for them. Like all the friends chipped in together. So then we got a PlayStation again, and we all just used it. But still, I was like, this is like the worst reason to ever sell games, because it was like for a special thing that immediately got stolen. And I was like, I should have just saved my games. I should not have sold these. These are like infinitely more valuable than a PlayStation in the first place. Especially now, like if you sell like the 1 through 4 of the original dot hacks, because they're never getting remade, like those games are never going to exist again. I mean, you can emulate them obviously, but as physical copies, it's about $500, which is kind of crazy, but understandable, because especially like there's a bunch of like copies of Infection out there, and there's a bunch of copies of the second one, and I cannot remember all the names of them, but like the third one and the fourth one are like really uncommon because they didn't make that many, especially like in the US. Like there's not that many copies of the English ones, so they're very hard to find, so they're very expensive now, unless you emulate, in which case it's fine. You can play them easily. And I feel like that's such a case of like, you're never gonna get the physical copy, just like definitely emulate it. You have a bunch of games still in the original case with the booklets they came with. Yeah, me too. I have like a whole box of PlayStation 2 games still. I should go through that box. I don't even remember what all I have in there. Like, I have all the original Kingdom Hearts. I have the second set of dot hack games, like the GU games. I have Dark Cloud. I have Radiata Stories in there. I have Okage in there. But I have other stuff in there that I probably am not even thinking of, but I have no idea anymore. I have a bunch of PlayStation 1 games in there too, but it's like Spyro and stuff, because I was a kid. And I still love Spyro actually, but that's, you know, it was like kind of like, you know, different games. Whereas like PlayStation 2, I was like all in on JRPGs. Well, let me drink some more water. My throat is starting to get tired. Oh, actually, it's been like 2 hours. I don't know how that happened. I was like, why is my throat so dry? Why am I so tired? That's like the longest I've talked in a really, really long time. I can kind of feel it. We're starting to get a little crusty. But time flies when you're having fun. Oh, so much, so much. I've been having such a good time. This has been really, really fun. Like I know it's been kind of low key and quiet, but it's been a really, really good time. I've really enjoyed it. I really appreciated everyone coming out. I don't know when we're gonna do another stream. It might be a little while, because I should have time like Sunday mornings. I want to aim for like Sunday morning, like chill streams. Thank you so much for the follow, Anti. Thank you. I appreciate it. So I don't know. I wanna try weekday streams too, though. I don't know how much time I'm gonna have in the afternoons after work though, for like a little bit. But yeah. If anyone has requests, I'll say it again. Well, before we end, requests or like suggestions or like stream types they'd like to see. My Twitter is linked in my like about, and I have a Morrow open for like feedback or like whatever. Like if you just want to go in there and be like, oh, Bucket is a mouse, hello, I'll be like, oh yeah, true. You know, it can be whatever. But we will try and do next Sunday, and I might try and do like maybe less yappy, maybe practice more like trigger heavy ASMR, or do like a half and half. And if we do like an afternoon stream, we might try some game and enter the gamer zone. I don't know. But yeah, I think that's it. I'm gonna go rest and not talk for a bit. I guess we should see if there's someone to raid. I haven't raided anyone. I don't even know if I'm allowed to. Oh, Ceci's live. Let's see if we can follow Ceci. Ceci's so cute. Or Cece? I think it's Cece actually, but it's spelled with an E. But yeah, we're gonna go raid Cece. But yeah, thank you guys for coming out. Go say hi to her. She's adorable. She's a Cyclops. Yeah, everyone have a great day. Everyone have a really good day. I'm gonna go give that cat who is meowing some attention and play some Monta Hunta. But yeah, go say hi to Cece. I don't have a raid message. I don't know even what it would be. we'll try and be more prepared next stream. Even though this was mostly just a test. But yeah. Okay, everyone have a good day. Goodbye. Get some rest. Have a good one, and I hope to see you next week or next stream. I will post on Twitter about it, but it might be after I get more stuff set up. But goodbye. I appreciate you guys so much. Bye.